Hello, my name is Alex Fitlaev, and this is my Tableau project. I had started out by creating this revenue by year chart, which gave us the amount of sales that we got for 3 years, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Then there's the total sales by quarter and year, which added on to that, which actually showed us each quarter the amount of revenue we got each quarter during those years. Continuing from that, there was the revenue by category that I made, which shows to us the revenue that we received from different categories. So we can see what categories do the best for us and which don't. Then there's sales by product line that basically shows us which products generate the most sales for us and which generate less. And then we have our top customers in sales worksheet, which allows us to see who our top customers are for different products and everything. Sales by division shows us where we sell the most, and it is grouped by different countries, so we can see where our products do the best. And then this is continued on to sales division by map, which we can click on different countries and see how many sales we generate in those countries. And then the biggest part is the analysis dashboard, the interactive dashboard, where all of this is together. And basically, this allows us to analyze all the information about our revenue and our products. And this allows us to answer the case questions, which if we want to find what were the total sales for the third quarter of 2020, then basically all we have to do is we look at the year 2020 and we can see that the answer for that would be $7,835,133. Then what were the total sales for the medical category in the second quarter of 2021? So what would we do is we click on the second quarter of 2021, and then we look at medical, and we see that the answer is $2,314,614. Then what is the top product line for Germany in 2019? So what we do is we reset by clicking escape, and for 2019, so we selected that. Then we can click on Germany, and we can see that the top product is low YT, less than 100. That is the top product line for that, and that's the answer. Then in 2020, if we're finding which quarter had the highest sales in the telecom category, well, what we do is 2020, we would click on the telecom category, and it says under the UK division. So what we have to do is we have to select the UK. So now we can look and we can see that clearly quarter one had the highest revenue of $185,747, and that's our answer. And then the next question asked us who is our company's top customer in the fourth quarter of 2020. So what we do is we go to 2020 fourth quarter, and our top customer is the voice company. That's our answer for that one. And then what we do is we want to find the top customer for Russia in 2021. So let's reset again, and if we go to 2021 and we go to Russia, now it doesn't show the top customers, but that is a problem that I have where every time I click that, it automatically puts this division Russia, and once we remove it and we go to our dashboard, we are able to see that the top customer for that is the Fly company, and that would be our answer. And then overall, the last question of if I was on the top management team of cap manufacturing or company, what would my strategy questions be for this dashboard that I could address? And for our company, it would be to look at the different let's say regions and answer like which region are we doing the best in, and what products especially are generating the most revenue for us, so then we know what we should focus on and where we could allocate our resources more. This is also we could also look at different parts of like the time the year. Like we can look at patterns and see that if in different quarters there may be fluctuation of sales, there may be more sales in some quarters than not, then it could be seasonal products where we can focus on that. And basically there's a lot of, we can look at a lot of these different factors and see where if we focus on things we can definitely better our business in that sense. So this dashboard is very helpful in a management team, for a management team, for our business, and just overall for analyzing everything. So yeah, that covers all the questions. And this, I couldn't do this on Teams. It deleted my recording, and basically I didn't have enough time. I'm sorry, so I had to do this.